Shalom, Maspuka. I've been speaking a lot about the Babylonian teachers and how the Babylonian teachers, they're not, they make themselves to be something that they're not. The people think, they all up in there with the Most High. But I've been saying, the Most High not dealing with them. The Most High is dealing with those within the borders. He was dealing with them, and now he's pulling away from them. And so he's dealing with those that's in the borders. He's concentrating on those that's within the borders. And so the Most High gave me a word concerning the Babylonian teachers. Because see, they are deceiving the people. And the people, this is what this deception means. You believe something that's true, but it's not. It's false. So the people think they are true. They're calling themselves prophets this, bishop that, pastor this, minister that. The list goes on and on and on. But the Most High gave me a word on these Babylonian teachers. They're deep in Babylon. These people are deep in Babylon. Now, this message, you're going to understand where the Most High is coming from using the scripture. And then I'm going to do something. And I'm going to show you just how deep they really are. And you're going to see something you get to measure the Babylonian teachers yourself. And you also get to measure yourself to find out, are you deep or are you just shallow? Because we have deep people and we have shallow people. I want you to understand what's deep. Deep, profound, or penetrating in awareness or understanding. See, these Babylonian teachers, they are professing to be profound. And they can go deep in understanding, clever, intelligent, intellectual. And these are when the people hear them speak, yes, they know history. Yes, they know the Bible. No, they don't bring out certain scriptures, but yes, they know the Bible and they sound very intelligent. They articulate their words correctly. They sound great, but it's not what you say, it's what you do, it's your actions. The Most High does not look at what we say, he looks at our actions. We talk a good talk. I'm talking about all us now, not just the Babylonian teachers here. We talk a good talk. I can give you many examples. When I first started this channel, there was a lot of people, they've heard something different and they was cheering me on. Bring out the word. Good job bringing out the word. Good word. Oh, you bringing it out. This is something I haven't seen before. They was encouraging me. Keep on, brother. Keep on, brother. Times pass, up to 1 year, get to about 1 year. The same people stopped putting those messages in the comment section. And then all of a sudden, you talk too much about this and you talk too much about that. And all of a sudden, they no longer like the message. So they was putting up a good talk. But their actions were saying, I don't want to hear. I don't need to hear no more of this. That's enough. It's our actions. It's our actions. Difficult to understand. Now, this difficult to understand. You see, you deep. And see, they believe Paul is deep. I said it over and over. The Christian pastors love Paul. The camps love Paul. They think Paul is deep. And his teachings, they're using what he wrote in Peter. His teaching is hard to understand for the unlearned and the untaught. So you see, they said, we understand Paul, but you guys don't understand because he's difficult to understand. The Ruach of the Most High is not difficult to understand. It's clear. This is what they fail, and they fail to use those scriptures that mention how his word is clear and it's not hard to understand. Why would the Most High give us something hard to understand? 6 days you work, on the 7th day you rest. 6 days, not the moon. 6 days. 6 days you work, on the 7th day you rest. But see, we have those people that's deep. They deep in Babylon, but they're following the moon. And another thing about these deep people, you can't tell them nothing. Let's go into this. Psalm 69, 14 and 15. Deliver me out of the mire and let me not sink. This is mud. Our people are sinking and saying, let me be delivered from them that hate me and out of the deep water. Our people are in deep water. We're in deep water. We're scattered in all these lands. We're in Babylon, in deep water. Now this is the deep the Most High wants you to see. Deep in Babylon. We're going to see how deep they are. Let not the water flood overflow me. Neither the deep swallow me up, and let not the pit shut her mouth upon me. So they're saying, don't allow this deepness to swallow me up. And see, this is something our people, these Babylonian teachers, they don't even think nothing about. Babylon is about to swallow them up. So these people are in deep water. Proverbs 23 and 27. For a harlot is a deep pit. We know the scripture mentioned Babylon as being the harlot, the mother. Listen, she's the harlot, the ones that's spitting out all of these immoralities. And a seductress is a narrow well. So you're in Babylon. These Babylonian teachers and those, I have to mention those that follow them, because anybody follow them, they will be in trouble too. Why? You've heard people speak against them, and you call these people wicked. Like myself, you call these people wicked. So the word got out to you that they were not walking according to the Most High. And so when you follow them, you will be in deep trouble with them. You see, our people, these Babylonian teachers, they're in deep trouble. This is the deep that we're talking about here. Psalm 140 and 10, let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not again. So you stay in Babylon, make sure you understand you're deep in the belly of the beast. You're deep. You're deep in the belly of the beast. These Babylonian pastors, these Babylonian teachers, they do not realize this. Isaiah 29, 9 through 16. Pause and wonder. We're being told, stop. Stop and think. Stop going with the status quo. Stop with the busyness. The Most High says stop. And we won't stop. We keep moving. We won't stop and listen and hear what he has to say. We won't stop and meditate on the word of the Most High. Although it tells us we should meditate on it day and night. This is what we should do. Meditate on it day and night. Blind yourselves with a blind. They are drunk, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with intoxicating drink. Here we go. Our people drunk, deep drunk. They deep in the bottle, drunk. And how is it? How is it that the world gets drunk off of Babylon, and those in the belly of her, you don't think you're drunk? Yahuwah has poured out on you a ruach of deep sleep. Our people are in a deep sleep. You see how deep we are? We say we awake. We have awakened. You just awakened to your identity. But you have not yet begun to listen to the Most High. You're not trying to hear his voice. Oh, he's not saying this. He's saying that. You're changing what he said. Once again, when you change his word, you do not fear him. So our people are in a deep sleep. We're intoxicated. We're deep drunkenness. It says, close your eyes, namely the prophets. Here we go. Here are your leaders, namely the prophets. Now, we're talking about the ones that was in the land. But if you put this to today's term, it's your Babylonian teachers. It's those that's leading people. And he has covered your heads, namely the seers. All your leaders, the heads, the seers, they're covered. The Most High has covered them in Babylon. He's saying, I'm not dealing with them anymore. The whole vision has become to you like the words of a book that is sealed. They understand some parts of the scripture, but other parts is sealed to them. deliver thyself, you who dwell with the daughter of Babylon. That's sealed. They're not trying to teach the people what that means. They're not trying to teach the people Noah saved himself. They're not trying to do that. Which men delivered to one who is literate, saying, read this, please. And he says, I cannot, for it is sealed. Then the book is delivered to one who is illiterate, saying, read this, please. He says, I am not literate. He can't read. He's saying, I can't read. And if I can read, I don't understand this. Therefore, Yahuwah said, inasmuch as these people, here we go, draw to me with their mouths, we give him mouth, lip service. It doesn't matter what comes out of people's mouth. I listen to what comes out of people's mouth. I'm used to praise, baraka, and curses coming out of our people's mouth. Why is this? Why praise coming out of our mouth and curse coming out of our mouth? We curse people out with our mouth. Why? Why is this happening? Now, this is not talking about, I'm not saying when the righteous curse the wicked. That's what the scripture says. We'll only agree, cursed is every man that do not confirm all the words of this book of the Torah, the book of the law. And the people say, so be it. See, we say, so be it. You see, we're in agreement with the curse that's in the scriptures. If our people don't listen to the Most High, the barakas will not fall on them. Curses will fall on them. And so this is the one. Okay, you're doing something you have no business doing. When curses come upon you, and then you look, why are all these bad things happening to me? It's because of your action. It's because of what you're doing. And the scriptures say you would be cursed. They honor me with their lips. When people honor him, when I hear people honor him, I'm looking for your actions. I've learned not to listen to what comes out of their mouth. I mean, look what came out the mouth of Shaul. Look what came out the mouth of some of the most wicked in scripture we read. I don't look at what comes out of their mouth. Surely I will be your friend. I will befriend you. I will watch your back. And the scripture says they stab their neighbor in the back. So we don't worry about the lip service. I'm down with the Most High. I'm within the borders. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's build a community together. You see, that's lip service. We can't build a community together. When we start building a community, we no longer listen to the Most High. The Most High didn't tell us to build a community, but have removed their hearts far from me. Our people's hearts are moved far from him. And the fear toward me is taught by the commandments of men. This is why we don't fear him. I brought this out. Because we've listening to the commandments of men. Therefore, behold, I will again do a marvelous work among this people, a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish. Now notice, those Babylonian preachers, the Most High dealt with them. He gave them some wisdom. He had them doing certain things, but he said, the wisdom of these wise men shall perish, and the understanding of the prudent men shall be hidden. He's going to stop feeding these people his word. And so these people will continue to spew out the same nonsense, and their people will not understand. You're not going to grow any further than your leader unless you do your own research and your own study. And none of these Babylonian teachers encourage their members to do their own research and their own study. Woe to those who seek deep to hide their counsel far from Yahuwah. These people are deep undercover agents, and we don't understand this. They're deep undercover government agents, and they are hiding. They're hiding, and people can't see it. Then they have to do certain things. They have to say certain things, and the people still miss it. You must put a cult number in your name. Use 777, and they use it. And the people don't know that's an occult number, showing his allegiance to his handler. And he has to listen and follow his handler.